Hey guys, GatorGod here with the abridged patch notes for Heroes of the Storm on June 13th, 2017. Today we have the Malthael patch. As a quick note before we get started, if you're logging in today, there may be some delays in queue times. Blizzard just put up the pre-orders for Destiny 2 on the Blizzard launcher, so there have been some queue times to get into the game. But without further ado, let's get into the actual patch itself. So, first thing up is there's a Diablo event going on. You play 15 games while paired with a friend while you're playing a Diablo hero. And you get a mount and an epic loot box in Heroes, and you get a cosmetic item in Diablo. The new hero is Malthael. He's an anti-tank melee assassin. He has a percentage damage dot on his auto attack. His mobility is kind of medium, so he gets countered by high mobility heroes, but he counters heavy tank, so like double, triple tank lineups. The next thing we have to talk about is there's some changes to ranked. Basically, what you need to know about the new ranked changes is that rank adjustment, that effect that sometimes skews you off 200, personal rank adjustment has been lessened. So with those rank adjustment being lessened, if you go on a win streak or a loss streak, it will do less to kind of screw with your rank. So it won't start helping you lose points, or it won't keep you from gaining points as much. It's just you'll get closer to 200 every time is the idea. Also, Team League is no longer queue-capped, which means that you can wait indefinitely. It means you'll no longer have Grandmaster players against Bronze players. Grandmaster players queue, and there's no one for them to play. They will just sit in queue until there is somebody of reasonable skill level to play. Whereas in the previous system, those Grandmaster players would hit that 10-minute cap, and then they'd automatically get queued into whoever else was in queue, which was why there was a lot of lopsided games in Team League. That's no longer the case. So that should really help with Team League matchmaking, but it could increase queue times for some people, certainly. And also, 2 stacks are much more popular than 3 stacks, so if you're queuing as a 2 stack, you may have a much longer queue time. Just be aware of that. That oftentimes, if you go into chat and find a third person, or you can get another third person to log in and play with you, that will often reduce your queue times, just based on the statistics of how people currently play ranked. So, actual gameplay changes. Bolt of the Storm the range has been reduced by 20%. A lot of the heroes with Bolt have had it modified in some way. Battlegrounds. So, in unranked play, quick match, AI, unranked draft, all battlegrounds are available at all times. There's no longer a map rotation. For the ranked queues, ranked and Team League, the new map rotation will be Hanamura, Dragonshire, Tomb, Cursed Hollow, Infernal Shrine, Sky Temple, Braxis Holdout, and Blackheart's Bay and Battlefield of Eternity. There's not going to be a new information button on the ranked screen that you can click at any time to see what the current battleground rotation is. So when it changes, it'll be right there. When you go to ranked, you can click it and see what's in the map pool, what you're in for. So, into hero changes. So, Kerrigan, for her Bolt of the Storm was removed. She now was replaced with a more offensive version of Bolt that does some amount of damage. Not a huge amount, but a small amount of damage, and gives you a bunch of assimilation shields if you hit nearby enemies' heroes with it. Raynor simply had Bolt just removed from his kit. Thrall had a large rework. The real high points are that the Ghost Wolf can now root multiple targets. Every time it hits a target, it travels a little bit further, and so you can root, 2, 3, 4 people if they're all grouped up for more mass CC. And he now has a lot of quest talents. He has more quest talents than you can reasonably even think of taking. So you're gonna have to make a choice as to which quests you want to complete and which tiers you want to take those quest talents, because if you want, there's quest talents on each tier. However, that the general consensus so far is that will make your game so weak that you're just not a useful hero. So you have kind of a choice. Which tiers do you take the quest talents on? Which quest talents do you value? And what tiers do you take other things on? For those of you who are ambitious and want to try and do like all of the quests, Thrall is the hero for you. You can try it. It might work at some levels, or it might work in certain team comps on certain maps. I don't know, but it's certainly a risky move. Lily is going to lose Bolt of the Storm. It will be removed. Mouth got a pretty decent amount of changes. The high points are here is that he loses Cleanse, so he can no longer cleanse people out of various CCs. Overall, most of these changes are going to be a nerf. He has like a few more quest talents, and I think he has maybe a little bit more damage. But overall, the loss of cleanse really hurts the rest of his kit. And so overall, it's a nerf. He got Bolt removed like a lot of other people. It kind of rolled into his Twilight Dream now. There's if you can take the level 20 talent, it rolls a small bolt into it, so it has a little bit of a flash element to it, which is nice, but again, it's a little bit of a survivability decrease in general. If you have to use that bolt for an escape now, it's also tied to your ult's cooldown. So, he'll still be an okay healer, but he probably is not as good of a solo healer anymore. Stitches, all of his changes are at level 20, so it won't affect the early game very much. He loses his Bolt, but he gains an innate version of Bolt on his Hungry talent, the talent where he can gorge as many people as he can click. Now there's a blink component to it, so you don't have to be standing next to them. He'll actually like blink around if you just click all the people. It's very hilarious. If you haven't seen it, like I tried out just once just to see the hilarity of it. I don't know that it's actually any good in terms of gameplay, but it's really amusing to watch. So that's something to look out for or look forward to if you're a Stitches player. It's hilarious. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. For collections, just a quick note. I don't usually go over these things, but we have a bunch of Diablo skins added for a number of heroes. Diablo themed skins. We have Malthael with all his standard skins, but we have Diablo themed skins added for Li Ming, Murky, Sylvanas, Tyrael, and Zeratul. There's a treasure goblin mount that you can use excess gold to buy. This is similar to the doubloon mount and the money pig mount in the past. It's going to cost a pile of gold, but if you have a bunch of gold saved up, you can buy it. It's a limited time. And they added some other mount. They added the cloud mount. You may have seen in the preview, in the development preview. So that should be added in, and then the Raptors for the end of season, which should be with this patch. So season's ending, and they will distribute rewards soon enough. So those are the abridged patch notes for today. Leave me any feedback you have on anything you'd like to see differently in the future, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.